Good evening and Jai Hind, dear students. This is your facilitator Shabnamara. Here I am with a new poem of the series, which is Education of Nature by William Wordsworth. Wordsworth says that nature is the best source of education. It is the embodiment of all qualities. Who become the child of nature is lovely creation. In the lap of nature we can grow freely, carelessly, fearlessly. But from infancy or innocence, when grow older and older, the human being forget the lessons of nature. His innocence died, only memories of the innocence remained with us. Poet is the perfect imaginator. He imagines Lucy like an innocent girl who wandered freely among the nature beauties, gained qualities from nature, but soon her life cut short by the cruel hand of the death. The poet disturbed, nothing is there but the sweet memories of the innocent girl. Poem. 3 years she grew in sun and shower, then nature said, a lovelier flower on earth was never sown. This child I to myself will take. She shall be mine, and I will make a lady of my own. Myself will to my darling be both law and impulse, and with me the girl, in rock and plain, in earth and heaven, in glad and bower, shall feel an overseeing power to kindle or restrain. She shall be sportive as the fawn, that wild with glee across the lawn, or up the mountain springs, and hers shall be the breathing balm, and hers the silence and the calm of mute insensate things. The floating clouds their state shall lend to her, for her the willow bend. Nor shall she fall to sea, even in the motions of the storm. Grace that shall mold the maiden's form by silent sympathy. Explanation. 3 years innocent girl Lucy remained her life in the lap of nature. Nature adopts her like her child and brings up her own way. In the sunshine, in the rain, openly places of nature's, and nature adopts her like her own child and brings her up her own ways. Nature says that no one before born as a child as Lucy. Lucy is a lovelier flower of the earth. Never before so baby born on earth. She adopts her as her own child and brings her up her own ways, according to her rules, ideals. Nature train her. Nature is the good teacher, the best source of education, all the qualities nature embodied. Poet imagine Poet imagine a human being to train by nature to adopt nature's qualities. Nature shows her all the virtues, goodness, freedom, purity, gracefulness through her imagination. Nature said, I will do everything for Lucy with law and emotions. Nature has rules to guide her conduct. Nature has more inspirations for the lady of nature. Lucy may be with nature, different places, mountains, fields, sky, open spaces, and shady places. Lucy gained an encourageous power in her. She learnt from nature to do right. She seeks a light in her conduct to check, to control himself. From right and wrong, her watching manner will grow all above. Lucy feels freedom in the lap of nature. She runs like a fawn. In free manner, in a sportive manner, she is independent, and she jumps ups and downs across the springs mountain, across the vast field in freedom. Her inclinations get comfort, she can feel non-living things, and she observes the nature and her peaceful teachings through her silence teacher. Nature is a silent teacher for human being. Now poet described that again a part of nature, the floating cloud, teach her to walk in a graceful manner. Before she runs, she jumped with freedom. Now she learns walking with grace, like a graceful mannered lady. How to move with dignified, how to bend gracefully like movable willow storms. Nature is violent, fearful, but it also teach her grandiousness, its attractiveness movements. Lucy learns those movements. She understands and enjoys the force that movements of a storm. She will have similar feelings and learns those movements without knowing it. All these manners make her body charming. She grows as a graceful, dignified lady with pure manner by teachings of cloud, storms, movements. She never know the movement of storm so violently, so forcefully, but its movement have attraction, manner. Lucy also learns these movements without any effort. The poem The Stars of Midnight shall be dear to her, and she shall learn her ear in many a secret place. Where rivals dance their wayward round, and beauty born of murmuring sound shall pass into her face, and vital feelings of delight shall rear her form to stately height, her virgin bosom swell. Such thoughts to Lucy I will give, while she and I together live here in this happy dell. Thus nature spake, the work was done, how soon my Lucy's race was run. She died and left to me this heath, this calm and quiet scene, the memory of what has been and never more will be. The explanation. The teachings of nature takes steps forward after mountains, plains, skies, shadowy openly spaces. She is sportive like fawn. She can feel non-living things. She can learn from floating clouds, from violent storm. Now she seeks lessons from stars in midnight. They are very pretty, twinkling in the sky. Lucy sees and loves them. She tries to her those hidden streams sound. These hidden streams of water carrying water in dancing manner, and Lucy tries to hear, put her ear down to listen the sound. The beauty of her face appear and make her beautiful lady. These happy feelings will appear on her face, and her face will grow more beautiful, increases her beauty of her face. Now nature how will grow her body with good qualities and thoughts, real, vital, living feelings of enjoyment. She will bring up the majestic growth. Her body will grow through the powerful pleasant feelings from good thoughts. Satisfactory thinking will grow her body. Her pure breast chest also rose up. Nature now says in this way, I and Lucy will survive in surroundings of trees. Lucy's mind grew and full of good thoughts. She seeks all the nature beauty lessons. Now she grew in a mannered, graceful, thoughtful lady, and will dwell in the lap of nature smoothly surrounding trees. But alas, nature said, when nature's work is completed, nature has taught Lucy everything. Lucy has died very soon. Her short life not give the time to live with nature. Nature remained alone, i.e., the poet is sad, upset, because he wants to tell us, beside nature, we go anywhere, while nature is the good teacher. Human beings gradually molded themselves artificiality, belongs with material, become materialistic, not natural feeling. They have innermost feelings. Lucy was gone. Only one thing were left behind her, the wasteland and peaceful scene. The poet remembered past things. He was sad to think that those things will never take place again, and the poet never see Lucy. Her manner, her movements, nature will alone. Human nature is not with nature. they are only materialistic. Their natural feelings died, never regained again. Never will be seen the poet as a nature feels sad. So, my dear students, this is the poem. With this, I would like to wind up this video. Hopefully, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you and Jai Hind.